This video is sponsored by OpenCare. Find a new dentist that perfectly matches your needs, is nearby, and ready to deliver a great experience. On OpenCare's platform, you can see reviews of dentists around you, and it's super easy to book an appointment. If you book your appointment today, you won't just get $50, you'll get $75 in a prepaid Visa gift card. The link is down below in the description as well as the pinned comment. Ever since I started this YouTube channel as well as this investing journey on Wealthsimple Trade, this has been the longest period since I have not checked the portfolio. And that period is 1 full week. Yep, you heard that right. It's been 1 full week since I've checked this portfolio, and that's because last week I took a vacation and had a lot of things I had to do and didn't have time to check this portfolio. And some of you guys sitting there might be thinking,
wow, he hasn't checked his portfolio for 1 full week. I haven't checked mine for a month or even 3 months.
But there's also some of you guys watching this video who check their portfolio literally every single hour during the day, during work. So I'm addressing this video to those of you guys who micromanage your portfolio, but doing that at the end of the day doesn't really increase the amount that you earn unless you're a day trader or a swing trader. And for me personally, I'm not either of those. So just for your information, over the past week, my portfolio is up around $700 or 1.59%. So by me sitting there doing absolutely nothing and not checking this portfolio, it's gone up. But the very opposite thing could have happened this week as well. It could have been down by $700 or even more than that. It just so happened that this past week was a good week for the portfolio and it's gone up. Now I will be going over this portfolio in a later video, so if you're interested in seeing what's in this portfolio, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So when it comes to investing, I personally am a long-term investor. In the companies that I'm invested in, I have a thesis that should play out in the next 3 to 5 years. And for that reason, that's why I could leave this portfolio for a week and not care so much. Heck, I could have even left this portfolio sitting there without looking at it for a month or even 3 months. But the fact that this is real money, heck, it's actually $44,000 worth. Some of us cannot take our eyes off this kind of money. We have to be looking at it every single day, every single hour, making sure that we're aware of every single small move that it makes. Yet if you look at the trades that you make in your portfolio, how often do you actually make a buy or a sell? I think it's the fact that we as humans just like to know what's going on or like to feel like we're in control. But at the end of the day, the market is in control of itself and we have no power over it. Whether a stock goes up or it goes down in the next minute, who knows what's going to happen? We can read all the technical indicators and make a prediction, but we're only going to be right maybe 60 to 70% of the time. No one can accurately predict what's going to happen next because ultimately the market is made up of every single person's opinion, whether they're buying or holding or selling the stock or not interested at all. The second point I want to make is the fact that this portfolio has more than 10 positions is why I'm okay with leaving this portfolio alone for a longer period of time. I mean, a week's not very long, but again, I could leave this for about a month or 3 months and not worry too much. Now, if you had the entire portfolio or your entire portfolio in 2 or 3 stocks or even 1 stock, then in that case, I probably would be micromanaging it a little bit more because any sign of bad news could mean a 10% drop in a single day, and you want to be able to exit out of that position if it's a short-term play or if it's a single stock play and things go south. But the fact that I have more than 10 positions in this portfolio, the likelihood of all of them dropping by 10, 15, or even 20% in the span of a couple months is very unlikely. And if that were to happen, then the entire market is dropping. And at that point, nothing that I can do can really save the portfolio. I just have to hold and wait for the market to recover. The last point that I want to make is that if you call yourself a long-term investor and you're not able to take your eyes off your portfolio for at least a day or so, then I think that your money is causing you a bit too much stress. Maybe you have to rethink how you're investing. Maybe you should consider getting out of these riskier plays and invest in ETFs. That way you can sleep at night and have some peace in your mind, knowing that your money is not going anywhere. And if that still stresses you out, then consider just doing a high interest savings account and work out the mental health issues before trying to jump back into stocks. Because money can be a very stressful thing, especially if you see it down by 20% and you're depending on this cash for a later date purchase. I think that investing should ultimately be something that you enjoy doing, and if you don't enjoy looking at money or figures or numbers, then make it as easy as possible on yourself as you can, and invest in things like index funds. If you really need to, maybe just go to a wealth manager, and that way you don't have to think about it at all. And yes, some of you guys might be thinking there's really no point, just do index funds, but for some people, it might give them more peace of mind if someone is managing their money. So ultimately, whatever you're doing with your money, whether you're investing in stocks, whether you're investing in ETFs, or you have it with a money manager, you should feel at peace at night and be able to sleep. Try not to lose sleep over money because money isn't everything. I think that you should focus on things that matter more in life. Maybe to some of you that's family, maybe some of you that's religion, or some of you maybe that's your pets, like my cat over here. So perhaps maybe you should make a resolution, close that app or close that tab, and take a break for a day or maybe even a week, and see what happens to your portfolio. Let me know in the comments down below if you end up doing this, how did your portfolio move in a week or a month? After taking a whole week's break, I feel a lot more refreshed and will be continuing to come out with more content. And I know that I missed my Monday episode this past week. However, last week, honestly, I didn't invest the $200 that I put in. So next week, you'll be seeing how I invested $400 over this current week. I'll be throwing up 2 videos on the screen. If you're interested in those, you can check them out. If not, keep up the grind and have a great day.